All right. How about all three of us say the title? You ready? Really epic. One. Are you rolling, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Death versus robots.
Wait, can we try that again?
Sure.
We say death as in like death voice and robot in robot voice and versus in normal.
All three of us?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? So death is evil versus and that is normal.
Robot.
And then robot is robot. Okay, and we're gonna look at the camera when we do it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Death versus robot. All right. Here we go. Blackness. The blended sound of heavy gears and a haunting wind builds slowly beneath a jumbo-sized music score. Dun, 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 dun. Fade in. Exterior, alternate playground, sandbox, graveyard, day. Set upon the backdrop of a lightning-torn sky, an epic sand tombstone shifts into focus with the word
death
etched upon it. Versus burns itself into being below, and with a final trembling impact, the bottom half of the tombstone falls away to reveal
robot.
Written in metallic lettering. Thunder rolls, and a humongous running shoe stamps down, obliterating the sand-made tombstone. Cut to exterior playground sandbox day. A scuffed-up size 5 runner, complete with flashing lights and a subsequent pair of scrawny legs where the tombstone used to be. The legs are attached to a small blonde girl, Maxie Milan, age 12, who wears red-rimmed glasses and a challenging expression. She towers over the destruction with a tin toy ray gun held sharply on her target.
Civilian, drop your fuel pellets. You have 30 seconds to comply.
A bubblegum bubble pops as a darkly hooded boy, Damien Daffodil, age 11, lifts his head. His eyes are heavy and half concealed in a mess of greasy black hair.
I hope you die.
Damien pops a fresh ball of brightly colored bubblegum into his mouth.
That's not a nice thing to say.
Fists to hips, Maxie stands tall and accusingly over her playground companion. Damien sits peacefully among his carefully crafted graveyard and places a dandelion on one of the undisturbed tombstones.
I'm a minion of darkness. What did you expect?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that you'd learn to share.
Sharing is a woefully fabricated human conceit. In the end, we all die alone.
You're weird and creepy.
You're bug-eyed and annoying.
That's it. I'm going to report this incident to Central Command.
Go ahead. No one can overpower my evil might.
Maxie points her ray gun back in Damien's face.
Wanna bet, bird brain? You're no match for the Tin Soldier Brigade.
Damien stands up.
Foolish mortal. Beware the dark powers you have awoken. Birds on the brain? Well, let's just see how you can handle my crushing crow attack!
Damien lets fly a hand from inside his dark corduroy jacket, and a murder of ghostly crows pour out. The massive beaks and wings dart at Maxie like a shower of black arrows.
Shields up!
Maxie counters with a flash of pulsing blue light. It forms a sonic barrier around her steadfast position and protects her from the onslaught of winged assailants. The birds disperse and fade away.
Nice try, but that's nothing. Bet you can't beat the heat of my fiery flamethrowers.
Maxie whips her arms outward and raging streams of blue flame burst forth from her wrists. Damien blocks the intense fire with a flourish of his long coat and a wall of inky black smoke. As the smoke and fire dissipates, the imaginative children face off with clenched fists and bitter glares. From a distance, bystanders take no notice. The playground remains as plain and playful as ever.
That's it, robot. Your doom is at hand.
No, Death. I'm indestructible, so this means war.
Maxie takes a giant step forward and her legs and arms morph mechanically into huge metallic forms. In seconds, the young girl is completely transformed into a gigantic silver and red robot. The Tin Soldier. Soldier. Echo. Damien then sweeps forward with his clothing bursts into a thick cloud of black smoke. In a dark flash, the young boy rematerializes as the immense and flowing figure of death itself, the Grim Reaper. As they evolve, the playground setting withers away and is replaced by a dramatic, barren landscape. Dissolve to exterior, alternate playground, sandbox, barren, wasteland day. Behind Robot is a distant military bunker buried in the sand, and beyond Death lies a gothic graveyard littered with tall skeletal trees. The sky is crimson and baroque.
Adversary, you must be terminated.
Backlit and glinting in the dying sun, Robot enters battle mode by activating her weapons and retractable head. She raises her arm to reveal a huge rotating Gatling gun and maneuvers quickly to lock on target. The weapon fires off countless rounds in heavy slow motion.
Foolish contraption. I am immortal.
The wicked and ghost-like form of Death expands and evaporates. The gunfire penetrates nothing. Death then reappears and vanishes unpredictably as he descends on his opponent. His gruesome and vacant skeleton stare mocks Robot's futile attack. Death finally appears at Robot's side and manifests a deadly scythe. With one sharp swing, the bone-made blade finds its mark. A shower of sparks fly up from Robot's arm.
Warning, primary weapon compromised. Switching to secondary laser.
A sharp red beam splits Death's form apart like tissue paper. Ashes fill the air and the robot stands alone.
Target terminated.
Undefeated, Death's voice emanates from nowhere and everywhere in a multitude of haunting whispers.
Please, you cannot defeat me so easily. I'm merely toying with you. Do not forget, nothing can escape the cold grip of death.
Cruel black chains erupt from the thin air and wrap around Robot. Her weapon arm is entangled and poised helplessly in the air. Liquid-like smoke seeps over Robot's entire metal shell, growing ever dark and suffocating.
Outer hull structure in jeopardy. Processing unconventional tactics.
Death laughs sadistically.
Activating sonic defense. Jukebox mode.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo. Robot's eyes, lasers, and searchlight flash simultaneously, turning her into a rampaging disco club. The light show is accompanied by loud, overbearing music, which blasts apart the deadly chains. Death retreats, hands to his ears, if he had ears, and reappears some distance away. The music fades. The silver and black titans strike aggressive poses and hold their ground.
You're an unexpectedly formidable opponent, my robotic friend.
Your skills have been assessed in equal measure, deaf guy.
A bitter wind flaps wickedly through Death's robes, while blowing sand from the grooves of Robot's gears and joints.
It's almost a shame I must destroy you. If you join the dark side, we could end the world so beautifully together.
That outcome is estimated at 0%. However, the sentiment has been digitally recorded for future acknowledgement.
Death eases his composure.
Then let's call it a truce.
That does not compute.
Death glides fluidly forward.
It's simple. Just shake on it. All you have to do is take my hand.
Robot remains alert, but inert.
Please wait while calculating odds of sincerity.
Death reaches out slowly with his long, rotten, and grinding bone fingers.
What's wrong? Afraid my very touch will suck your soul?
Death places his skeletal hand firmly on Robot's chest. His laughter is filled with vile arrogance as thunder and lightning split the air. But despite the evil grandeur, absolutely nothing happens.
Hey, no fair. You're cheating.
No, I'm not. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
No, I'm not. I don't have a soul, remember?
Death stamps his foot.
Right, robot.
I prefer artificial human person.
All right then. You're
You positronic powder puff.
you positronic powder puff. Wait, powder puff?
Yeah, you got it right.
You positronic powder puff. Stand to this!
Death leaps away, all wind and smoke and majestic fury flying into the air. His voice is booming, almost maniacal.
You have left me no choice. I shall summon souls of the damned to infect your heartless frame with the combined cruelty and ultimate malice.
The skies begin to churn and lightning bolts riddle the earth in an exploding orchestra of sound. A monstrous and vacuous blackness then vomits forth from the cracking terrain beneath them, and thousands of tortured faces pour up and outward, turning to attack like a gigantic liquid tornado. The massive maddened souls penetrate Robot's body, sending sparks, shards of metal, and arcs of electric blue currents snapping wildly through the atmosphere. Robot falls backwards in extreme slow motion. Smoke and debris absolutely drown out the scene.
Loss of mobility imminent. Infection spreading. System failure is inevitable. Resistance is futile.
Death moves to tower over Robot proudly.
All things must end, my dear robot. Accept your fate with dignity, for Mr. Death has no mercy.
Robot twitches and writhes on the ground.
I can't control myself. The souls of the dead. They want revenge. They've activated my nuclear self-destruct sequence. Save yourself. Run for your life, Death.
Death steps back hesitant. Robot begins to glow and somber realization sets in.
Oh no! What have I done?
Blades of light suddenly pierce Death's robes and skull. The scene completely explodes. The light and sound is so enormous that all of reality is wiped completely clean from existence. Dissolve to exterior playground sandbox day. Smoke, white ash, and bits of debris slowly fade away, revealing the bent and wounded form of Death. He rocks back and forth, rubbing his knee. In a final waft of light smoke, Death dissolves back into a dark-haired little boy. Maxie walks up behind him.
You okay? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to explode so much.
Damien wipes away a sniffle.
I'm fine.
Oh, come on. Even BattleBots get hurt sometimes.
Maxie gently helps him up and straightens out his jacket.
Thanks.
The pair share an awkward moment. The playground is empty.
I need a fuel pellet. Want one?
Sure.
Exterior playground park path round.
Hey.
Blah, 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 blah. Rows of fall-painted trees point towards the fading sky as Death and Robot stroll home together side by side. Long, misshapen shadows trail along behind them.
I'm tired. Let's just fly home. Don't you have a jetpack?
No, I'm still waiting on the upgrade. Use your warping powers.
They only work on living matter. You're a robot.
Metalhead.
Metalhead.
And you're dead, Death Breath.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah. I forgot.
End credits tag, fade in. Exterior alternate playground sandbox barren wasteland day. Death slides in, frame left.
So, robot, we meet again. But I'm afraid this time it shall be for the last time.
Robot slides in, frame right.
Correction. This is the first time I have traveled back in time to stop you for all time.
A short and pudgy pirate suddenly runs in with his sword raised, hoping to join the fray. Arr, me mateys, can I play? Death and Robot share a look. Robot shoots the pirate dead.
Kids.
Cut to black. The end. Yay! Take a bow. 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 That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.